sometimes people kind of lay flat on you, or they're just kind of trying to stall, and it's really hard to move your hips, and it's really hard to like get out from under them. So you have to worry about kind of hand fighting first. And so I'll go over a couple of things that I do and the grips that I have in order to kind of work that. All right. So start here, this angle. So sometimes they just hunker down, where their hands are here and he's hunkering down, and it's hard for me to really move my hips. Or even if he's holding my arms here, it's hard for me to really do anything, okay? So it's kind of the same basis, but if his hands are here, right, he's hunkering down, he's controlling my hips, and it's really hard for me to even like get to my side to try to do a hip bump. I can't really get to a cobra guard position because he's so tight. I'll start working on me starting a control of his hands to start that grip fighting technique. And then from there, once I have a really good grip, it's going to be easy for me to start moving around him, right? So if he's in this position, even if his head's down a little bit, I got to try to come under a wrist, and then I'm going to switch my hand up, okay? So if I try to get my hand this way, so we're just doing this for example purposes. If I start doing this, I'm almost wrist locking myself, okay? So if he's putting pressure down on my chest with his elbows down, right, like this, I need to put my flat part of my hand, my palm, on my chest and just kind of get through this way. And once I get that position, now I can come up and grab his wrist. If I get here, like I said, it puts me in a really weird position, and now he can start controlling me, and he can have wrist locks from there, and he can start passing just based off that grip, okay? So if he's in this position, I'll find where his wrist is, right? Most of the time I'm kind of fighting here. I don't want to be flat anyway, but as soon as I'm here, I'll feel that position where his wrist is, and I'll come up and grab it, okay? Now as soon as I get this position here, quickly, I'm gonna do a like Americana grip, okay? So I'm gonna bring his elbow up, just like this. I'm bringing my elbow up, which brings his wrist up, should I say. Okay, so I bring this up, and this other hand comes in, and I grab my wrist, okay? The tighter I can have his wrist, maybe from his elbow up, the better it's gonna be here, right? But I can still get it from this position, and once I have that, try to pull up. Now from here, that's when I can put it right on my stomach, okay? So as soon as he's hunkering down, he's getting this position, palm to my chest, find where that wrist is, and just kind of slide it. And now that I have this position here, that's where I switch my grip, okay? I come up and I grab my position. Now that I grab this position, it's pretty tight, right? And now from here, it's easier for me to kind of do what I want. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for a basic armbar. Because I have that position so tight, it's gonna be hard for him to do something, all right? So once he gets his position, up, grab, I'm here, okay? From here, I can keep it if it's off to the side, but what I really want is right here, right on top of my chest, okay? And now from here, I'm gonna put my left leg up on his hip. My right leg is gonna come over and do like a crescent kick. And now from here, it's easy for me to put his hand on his ear, and I just come over his head. And now from here, I'm just gonna extend this and get my arm bar, all right? So this all comes first from him hunkering down, me getting my wrist inside, switching, and getting my grip, okay? So now if his elbow stays on the side of me, okay, as opposed to on my chest, it doesn't really change, just the angle a little bit. And now from here, now I can get that position and finish that arm bar, okay? So we'll start with grabbing that position first and then moving our hips, right? Important, getting this leg over, just like any other arm bar and that crescent kick to get him off balance, and then this left leg going over his head, then slowly extending, okay? So let's work that.